you so much for joining us. I apologize for the delay again. It's just inevitable, but I promise that as we start moving into the summer, when we have all of our summer litters coming, we will be better. We'll be a lot busier with this stuff, so we're gonna have to keep more on track. But I've got the beautiful babies right here. Drew and I have been a little spoiled, I think, with just a couple of puppies. It's been quiet, and we're gonna end up having all these summer litters and fall litters and then winter litters because our younger moms are gonna be coming on board, and it's gonna be a lot busier. We're gonna start feeling it. Do you like my new sweatpants, huh? I wanted to show you guys, I've been talking about, ever since she was born, about how between her eyes, her chestnut would meet. And I just want to point that out because it's so beautiful. And as she gets bigger, she's probably going to look a lot more like Paris. I'm going to go get Myra so she can join us because she's a little jelly right now. All right, be right back. I wanted to clean up their carpeting. All right, girls, come on. I know, oh, it's not fair. You too, Mocha? It's making kind of a tight fit. We are gonna, I cannot wait until we move and we are not on this busy road anymore, because when we first moved here, we didn't know, we weren't familiar with the area. We didn't know how busy the road would be. And we didn't realize that it's like literally the only road that takes you to the towns north of here. And so, especially with the high school being up there, we have all of the students that are driving, and it's just really scary how fast some of them go flying down the road, because it's one of those roads where you can reach pretty high speeds without really realizing it. But thank you for joining us. I've been so busy that I haven't really been able to start the live streams lately. And I'm realizing now how much I'm gonna miss it when I'm working. Although actually I'm gonna be working midnights, so I'll be coming home from work and it'll probably work out nicely because, oh, you know what? That's how we'll be starting the live streams earlier, because I'll come home from work, and if you've ever worked midnights, you probably are familiar with how when you get off work, you're still kind of like awake. And so I'll need that time to kind of decompress. And Drew will have gotten the kids on the bus, so I'll be able to get the live stream going. Clean up some of these pellets. I'm just so amazed at what a great job they do keeping their pen clean. So also with these puppies, I don't think I've mentioned it. Hi, Sue. Hi, Shelly. I don't think I've mentioned it, but with this litter, and we'll talk to families to see kind of what they want us to do, but for a while we were doing both vaccinations of the series, this first series that they get, to complete the series, but we've noticed that some vets, for whatever reason, end up re-giving one of those shots. And so for the well-being of the puppies, we were going to just do one shot so that they're not getting over-vaccinated. And so if you've been wondering, because we were talking about doing their shots right at 6 weeks like we usually do, And then we didn't have a chance, we were super busy and didn't end up doing it. And so then we got talking about it, that maybe we should just hold off on doing both of them. We'll just do one to get them started. And then that way they won't get more than they need. Because over-vaccinating is not just an issue with people. Dogs can be easily over-vaccinated too. Daisy got together with Hogan again this morning. She's so funny because in the morning, Daisy comes over. She needs to be let out of the bedroom so she can come use the potty tray. And then she comes back in and she'll start sneezing at me. And then she will run down our bedroom. We have a hallway that goes down past our closet and goes out to the Four Seasons room where our boys have their little bachelor pad. And she goes and scratches on the door there, and she won't let up until we bring Hogan in. And it's so funny because as soon as he hears her, she doesn't need to scratch on the door, he just needs to hear her sneezing. And he's learned what her sneezing means. And so she starts sneezing, and then we hear Hogan come over to the door, and he starts jumping up on the door because he knows Daisy's up and ready for a date. They're so funny. And so then when I get up to go let Hogan in, Daisy runs right to where they've been having their dates, and she waits very patiently. And then Hogan comes in, and he runs to the same spot. But Mocha gets a little jealous, and so she comes over, and Hogan is just as interested in Mocha. He knows that he's been with her, and she's carrying his offspring. It's so fascinating to me because they do not want to be mixing and matching litters. They're like Hogan, for example. Mocha, we brought Mocha in. We were in the Four Seasons room with the boys, and Mocha came out with us. And Drew may have shared this with you guys actually. Rio and Spike come over, and this particular time, I can't remember if it was Rio or Spike. It was one of the Blenheim boys. He was sniffing her and just kind of being interested in her. And and there was another time it was Spike, because we noted how he got up and mounted her, and he's neutered, so it was kind of funny. But Hogan got super possessive, and he came rushing over, and he got between Mocha and the other boys so that they couldn't get their free smells, because they just love sniffing the fertile ladies. But it was just really interesting. He was very protective of his lady. Look at how long her fur is getting. I'm wondering, I don't know how well you guys can see, 'cause she's always had this long fur on her head. I'm curious if she's gonna end up with the longer coat. She's got a little baby bump. It's like a grapefruit. Mocha is such a sweetheart. You're such a good girl. We need to clean your ears though, because they're a little stinky. Hi, Heidi. The girls are 7.5 weeks old. They're so close to going home. They're gonna be going home on Friday. So we've got a week left with them. After they go home, we will bring the live stream over to our moms, and it'll kind of be like a following the expecting mothers, and we'll follow the expecting mothers until we have our first litter. Right, sweetie? Huh? You're not gonna be here for the newborns, huh? You won't be here for the newborns, will ya? That's too bad. That's okay though, because we're gonna be very full. Hi, Heidikins. We don't need 3 adults in here, Heidi. I think that's a little busy. Who is that? Hey, Gypsy, how are you? Yeah, the bachelor pad. It's really funny because they've got, because we need to keep the boys and the girls separate, and when we just had one boy, it was more difficult to do because we didn't want him to be alone. And so we would kind of just manage it where, and we also had fewer girls, but we would manage it where we would just keep track of heat cycles and separate him when somebody went into heat. But it's a lot easier when we have more girls to separate put all the boys together and separate them. And so it's like an entire studio apartment. They've got their potty tray, they've got their food and water dishes, they've got their beds, they even have a darn couch out there. They've got their very own couch. And they've got these like perches where they can jump up and bark at squirrels and bark at the cats because they can see the cats from where they are. But the boys love it there. When we've tried to bring Spike in, since he's neuter, you know, and we can have him in with the girls, he doesn't want to come in. I mean, he'll like come in to visit and hang out, but every time he asks to go back out. Hi, sweetie. Who's your good girl? Heidi. Hi, get off there. Thank you. Good girl. Hi, Mocha. Hi, Mocha Schmocha. In this up a little bit. Hey, Amber. Oh, goodness. Hi, sweetie. Woo! Oh, and then I also wanted to mention it. So, ChatGPT has been a real big help for me, first with finding a job, and now with getting all of our information together for puppies. But I created a document. Oh my goodness. Heidi, I don't think she wants you in here. You got to be on the approved list, which you are not. Sorry. But so I put a document together that goes over the reservation process and the litters that we're expecting. And I've been reaching out to families to send that to them. And so we'll be spending, you guys can see this is so cute. We'll be spending the next couple of days sending that out to families to touch base. It's usually a lot easier for my ADHD brain to do it in mass instead of getting to each family as they reach out. It's just very difficult for me. But anyway, so I've got that. It's 2 pages, and it's very detailed about what you could expect, the litters we're having, method of payment, like the deposit process. And so I realized that our summer litters are all going to be very colorful litters. Our fall litters are going to be straight up all-Blenheim, because Hogan and Rio are our studs, and we've got a lot of Blenheim fall moms, and so Blenheim and Blenheim results in Blenheim. And so, like, I think Palm is going to be later summer, but she's going to be an all-Blenheim litter. Robin's going to be an all-Blenheim litter. Remy's going to be an all-Blenheim litter. Who else? Heidi will be an all-Blenheim litter. I feel like there was another Blenheim mom. Who else we got on there? I can't remember who it is. But I just wanted to point that out to families, because if you've got your heart set on a tricolor, the tricolor litter to look toward would probably be Daisy. We should have tricolors, or I should say we may have tricolors in Mocha's litter. But she'll be kind of like a free-for-all since she's the Black&Tan. And so we can potentially have all colors litter, all coat colors from her. But it could also be it could be like 4 rubies and a Blenheim, or it could be, 4 Blenheims and a ruby and a Black&Tan. And like, there's no rhyme or reason to it. Once she has her litter though with a Blenheim, I believe, so I'm not very good with the genetics, but my understanding is that some Black&Tans will have they'll produce certain coats and that's just what they'll be for any litters they have. So like some will produce Tricolor, Ruby, and or no, it's Black&Tan, Tricolor, and Ruby, I think, and they just don't produce the Blenheim, or some combination of that. Don't quote me on those specific coats, but it's like they can either produce one of the combinations is just Black&Tan and Blenheim. If she's paired with a Blenheim stud, then their puppies can be Blenheim and Black&Tan. But she does have the potential to have all 4 colors. We just won't know until she has her first litter which genetic profile she falls under. And so if she starts having her puppies and she pops out a Ruby, then we know that she's not just going to give us the Black&Tan and Blenheim. And so it all depends. We'll see. You are so pretty. Oh yeah? No teeth. No teeth. You can chew on this. We can use toofies on this. You know, we were looking at their noses, and their noses have not turned completely black. And we looked at Paris's nose. Paris has a little pink, like, dash on her nose, like inside her nostril. And so she'll hold still. I wanted to show you her nose has this little pink spot that's not changing. See that? Hey, Patty! Aw, you're so sweet. We're so excited for our Mocha litter. Feels like it's been forever. And Mocha is one of the best dogs. She's got such a strong maternal instinct. After Daisy, I didn't think we could have somebody that topped Daisy. But then we had Mocha, so. And you know what? Didn't, those of you who were following when Mocha's litter was born, didn't Daisy nanny that litter quite a bit? Or, you know, is Paris nannied that litter? Because I remember thinking how Pom and Paris kind of nannied each other's litters. You want in, Daisy? You're on the approved list from Mama. Daisy, I think you're already pregnant. You don't need to keep mating. She just feels like she's got a grapefruit belly, too. Daisy's, she's going to show you guys how it's done. She's already flagging. What she's doing with her tail right there, and now she's wafting her scent for all of these surrounding males. But they do this thing where they curl their tail to attract a mate. But like if we were to put her with Rio right now, she would be interested. It would be like this instinctual interest. Here she goes flagging. But she's very unlikely to mate with him. And we were actually wondering, because Rio, we struggled to get him together with Luna. And we were wondering if, because Spike was the alpha male for so long, we were curious if Rio was uncomfortable mating with the females when Daddy is, you know, holds that title, because in the wild, only alpha male and alpha female are mating. And it was crazy because usually if you take 2 fertile dogs and put them together, nothing is gonna stop them from getting together. You know, even crates have not stopped dogs from mating. We've heard of breeders who crated a female in heat next to an intact male next to each other, and they were still able to tie off between, oh geez, Daisy. They were still able to effectively tie off with both of them in separate crits. And with Rio, we were able to be like, hey Rio, you know, don't go by Daisy, leave her alone. And he would just be like, oh, okay, I'll come back. And so there's he has some pull, but he's very hesitant, and so we're with moving around the corner out of state, especially, we thought it would probably be a good time to find Spike a family. He's such a good dog, and I feel like in retirement they really deserve to have their own family that's going to be loving on them, where they're the center of attention. You know, like Daisy is sleeping in bed with us every night. Spike and any of our retired dogs really deserve that. When we started this, we had kind of like a commitment to never give up our retired dogs, but I feel like it's almost kind of selfish, because in retirement they really just deserve to have that love of, as, not that we don't love him, but you know, there's only so much that can go around when we have all these dogs that we're already loving on, you know, and he really deserves, all of them deserve it, to be like the main dog, or at least part of the main dogs. If, you know, a family has 3 dogs, that's still a lot more family centric.
Yes, I think you added her.
So we thought it would probably be better for everybody, including the dogs that are retiring. Now, Missy, it's going to be harder to give Missy up because she's the first one that we got after Matthew died. And when we got her, we weren't even looking to do Red Barn Cavaliers. We were just looking for a therapy dog. And we had been hunting through rescues for months by that point, and we had a pretty traumatizing meet and greet with with a rescue dog. I can't remember her name. I want to say it was like Star, but she had been in foster care for like a year and a half, and I had talked to the foster family, and she just talked about how she was just kind of a difficult personality. She just required a lot of time, a lot of patience. But that once she got to know you, Bella, keep it down. But once this dog, once she got to know you, she was comfortable, and she really opened up. And so, you know, we've had dogs like that, and I used to be a foster family for an English Springer Spaniel rescue. And so I was familiar with that sort of personality, especially if it was born from trauma. And so I felt comfortable taking that on. And we went to meet her. We met at like a hardware store. And first we just went into the store, and her foster mom was there holding her on a leash. But she was just really nervous, and she's growling, and she was baring her teeth. And so she was like, you know, why don't we just move this out to a more open area? And so we moved over to like the still inside, but like outside portion of the hardware store, where they'll have like the plants and stuff, flowers and gardening stuff. And so we went out there, and we let the dog go first, and she let us know when they were ready for us to come out. We came out, and we walked over to her, and out of nowhere, she lunged. It happened so fast. But Bradley was standing in front of us, and Bradley and May were standing in front of us. Bella was a baby, Drew was holding her, and she lunged and was snarling and barking, and she got to like within 4 inches of Bradley's face, and he was terrified after that. And you could like to tell the foster mom was like mortified and felt terrible. And you know, 'cause it's just so hard to predict sometimes, especially when you have a dog that's come from a traumatic background. And the kids were so disappointed because, you know, they kind of been working up in their heads what she would be like, and, you know, what they would do with her at home. You're easy. But that was actually when we realized that if we were looking for a dog to be therapeutic in nature, we couldn't, it was unfair to the dog for us to take her home with the expectation that she would be therapeutic for our children. Because she deserved for her family to be able to accommodate her and be patient with her and allow her the time she needed. And so that's when we kind of realized that, because I come from such a rescue-oriented background that at the time I felt like a puppy was completely out of the question. Breeders completely out of the question. Even, I was so anti-breeder back then. And that was when I realized that it's a lot more gray than just adopt, don't shop. Because if we just adopt without shopping, you're gonna lose what makes each breed so wonderful. Because if there aren't good breeders that are preserving the traits, and making sure that it's done safely, that it would basically look like a world where we're using our rescue dogs for continuing the canine companionship. And, you know, rescue dogs, they oftentimes have a lot of trauma. They need a lot of help, they need patience, they need support, and that's not something that every family can provide necessarily. And it's not just unfair to the families, it's also unfair to the dogs. And so, like, there is a place for breeders in this world, and it took until I was, 33 to realize that, because, oh, I used to be so bad about it. I was so anti-breeder. But that was when I learned that it's not so black and white. You need somebody who specializes in each breed and knows the breed and knows the health considerations that need to be looked into. You need somebody who is going to, you know, do these things with them each day. Because you can be anti-puppy mill and anti-backyard breeder without, while still encouraging and standing for ethical breeding and health testing and all the things that make sure that the puppies we're bringing into this world are going to be a positive addition and they're not going to be a drain on society. You know, and then there's also a place for things like rescues or animal control for, you know, when the wrong people get their hands on puppies or, you know, any pets. But there's probably like once every couple of months we'll get an anti-breeder who gets on our page and starts going off in the comments. And it's very uninformed.
Hi, sweeties. Hi. Am I too high up? Am I too high up? You don't want me up there, huh? You want me down here, don't you? Hi, sweeties. Mwah. Hi, babies. Hi. Oh, sweetheart.
You guys are so awesome. But I imagine that foster dog, the one that we didn't end up getting, the one that went after Bradley, she probably needed to just stay with her foster family because she was already like 5 or 6, and so she probably just needed to stay there. And the foster mom told me that was kind of her plan. You know, if somebody came along that was a good fit, she'd let her go, but she told me that she was going to be very picky about her family, and I see why now. You know, the dog is so lucky that she found the foster family that she had. And I imagine that she probably stayed with her. She's either still there or she has passed away. It's been a while now, 6 years. So, and she was a big dog. She was like a lab mix. been very eye-opening because it's, I felt so bad. I had so much guilt and shame when we got Missy because I felt like I was doing something horribly wrong, and I was so embarrassed to admit to anybody that we had gone to a breeder. And I realized that nobody should feel that way. There's nothing to be ashamed of for wanting a healthy puppy that was raised right, that has been health tested and well bred, so that both the family and the puppy can have happy, healthy lives together. Bring this up a little bit. Hey there, Anna. How are you? But it was a good experience because it really helped me understand. You know, it's really just it's not so black and white. It's very gray. And well, I guess it's not very gray if you understand, but rescue dogs usually need a family that has patience, and I mean all dogs need patience, of course, but they need a family who can accommodate some of their trauma, that can be patient with their needs, because you know, puppies are a lot of work, but a rescue dog is also a lot of work in a very different way. And so, you know, we opted to go the route of a breeder, and you know, and then we got Missy, and she was very well bred. She was, you know, cleared for all kinds of, you know, all the standard Cavalier health issues. And we would have had a very tough time finding that in a rescue. And we always talk to our families and try to find out, you know, what has their experience been, because, you know, I look at us from that time, that was in like 2019, and I didn't realize just how biased I was against breeders, because I thought it was just I thought I was right. I was right. Breeders are bad. Rescue is good. End of story. And it's just not that simple. He's not that simple. And with that said, though, all of our puppies go with spay-neuter contracts. We don't, we used to offer breeding rights, but we had a couple of unfavorable experiences with that, and we decided that we did not want to put any of our puppies in position, and so we suspended breeding rights. It was like a suspended indefinitely, and it's, you know, 4 years later and they're still suspended. We'll probably never go back to breeding rights. No. Hi, babies. Ah! Oh, you were so sweet. Oh my goodness. Hi, baby. Hi. You are so pretty. Wow. Hi, sweetie. I'm so blown away that these guys have not had a single accident in their pen ever. Drew mentions the one accident they had, except I don't like to count it because the snuggle puppy was like this, and we had just moved them into their little pen, and so they really weren't even big enough to crawl over this area to get to the tray, and it was a giant puddle. It looked like both of them had gone, and so I don't like to count that one against them because they were just barely like able to step in and out of the tray, and so I don't think that they could have crawled over a snuggle puppy. And it was also like it was right here, and so it looked like they came over to get to the tray but just couldn't.
I'm not joking, I do not have it.
So I don't like to include that as an accident. Because you guys didn't want to do it, did ya? You didn't want to go potty in your bed.
I actually do not have it.
It's so crazy to me because we've never had that happen before. Come here, my girl. You want Ian? Huh? You gotta refill your water. I'll take that back. Nice, sweetie. But another reason we're going to be busy with litters is because, you know, assuming that Mocha doesn't have a litter of 10, if she has like a standard litter of 4 or 5, when it's the first litter, we will do a back-to-back litter. And we started that, our vet recommended trying that because when Missy had her first litter, we gave her the break after her first litter, and then she didn't go into heat for a while after that. And so our vet said, why not you try doing it back to back? And there's something about like activating their reproductive system that when they had the 2 litters in a row, it like kept their heat cycles on schedule after that. And so we did that with, would have been Robin and Daisy next. We did that with Robin and Daisy, and Daisy's heat cycles came like every 4 months after that. And so, because as you guys have seen, if you follow us, you know how frustrating it can be when we're expecting someone to go into heat and we have families waiting, and it just doesn't arrive. And, you know, once we get past that 6-month mark, it's just really hard to tell when it's going to happen, and then we don't, it makes it really difficult to plan. And so when we've got Mocha coming on board, that's why I said as long as she doesn't have a giant litter. If she had like, she has a litter of 7 or more, we would, we'd still give her a break after that, just because it's a lot. That's a lot heavier on her system than 4 or 5. But if she has a standard litter size, we'll do the back-to-back, and so she would have her summer litter and then probably a winter litter. And then she'll go on break. Hi, sweetie. But then we'll also have, we'll have Luna coming on board. We've got Heidi coming on board. Pom Pom, she will be coming on board after this, because she and Daisy are both coming off these 2-year breaks. And so, Pom we'll probably do the same with Pom, where she has a back-to-back litter. But also, you know, depending on how many she has. And then, who else we got? Pom, Luna, Mocha, Heidi. I think that covers them. Are you just coming in here for your own snuggles? You don't want to snuggle to babies? Heidi is getting so pretty. I was snuggling her earlier, and I was noticing how she's kind of like Myra in the sense, like Myra's, she's a standard Cavalier size, but she's still like kind of delicate and dainty in a way, where she doesn't come and like tackle you. She'll, like Heidi, she jumps up on you, but she doesn't, she just kind of, she'll jump up and then she will just very lightly lean on you. She doesn't knock you down. She doesn't push you around. She's just very gentle. And so it's almost like she's light as a feather, because she doesn't work up all this momentum and throw herself at you. And Heidi she is really growing into herself. She went through the wonky growth spurt. I feel like, you know, dogs, the puppies, when they're like 5 months old, they start going through a weird growth spurt where their body is all out of proportion and they look kind of silly. They'll get like really long legs with a really small head. And then their body will be short, and so they're like tall and like, they're tall and not very wide. And so they look a little silly. And Heidi took a while to come out of that silly phase. Mama is weaning them. She's not letting them nurse. Daisy, be nice. Be nice, Daisy. You guys getting tired? We've not had a good opportunity to bring them out and play in the dining room very much, and so when Monday rolls around and the kids are in school, we will make sure to bring them out, because we don't have a lot going on Monday, but we really do want to make sure they get some time to run around in a big open space. That's why I've been bringing the our off-season moms in to play, so they can make friends and learn some social skills with unfamiliar dogs. Hi, baby. You're such a good girl.
Well, that's cute. That's cute.
Hi, sweetie. You're such a good girl. Ooh, good Myra dog. I'm so glad we got you. You are so sweet. Yes, you are. You're such a good mommy.
That's perfect. That's actually perfect.
And we're really excited for our upcoming litters, because in every pairing we've got either the mom or the dad is new and coming on board, and our second generation parents, we since we had gotten the first set of parents, we had learned more about what's, you know, important for better health outcomes, and so we were a lot pickier with our breeders. And when we ran into Myra's breeder, and we got Myra when she was a little bit older. We didn't get her at 8 weeks, and she had originally been kept by the breeder to have as a mom, and so we were when she approached us about us taking her, she had explained all of that, and that she wanted to give her to, since she was going to keep her for breeding, she wanted to try first rehoming her with a breeder who, you know, would take care of her well and still do all the safe stuff. And ever since, because she still breeds like 1 litter a year, and so I think all the puppies since we just went back to her, because she does so much extensive testing and clearances on her puppies. I don't know how she even makes any money, because she does so much stuff before clearing them for breeding. And so we're really excited for our litters, because they're like a whole nother upgrade Yes, you are a wonderful doggy. We're excited to see how these puppies turn out. Yeah. You're kind of blocking the view of Tinley. No, there she is. Don't show up my new sweatpants. Luna chewed up the pocket on my old sweatpants. I don't want to lose my new ones. If you guys have seen all the obnoxious ads for Comfort, Comfort hoodies, these pants are from Comfort and I love them. I love them. I also have the hoodie that goes with it, and it's the Travel Essentials hoodie, and I love it because it's got zipper pockets inside the kangaroo pocket, and then it's got zipper pockets on each of the arms, like for your chapstick or your AirPods or your earbuds. And then it's also got this really cool side zipper pocket that's like worked into the seam, and so you can't even see it. I didn't even notice it right away because it was so hidden. And the pants have a zipper pocket on the butt. But I wasn't sure if they'd be worth the hype, but I love them. They're a lot cozier than the other sweatpants. I feel like hoodies have kind of lost their... They just started becoming mass-produced, and they just aren't as nice. I feel like a good hoodie in the 90s was really nice quality, and your average hoodie today just doesn't quite cut it. But like these pants, they are such better quality.
Is Dad back in here
Yeah,
yet?
he is. He went that way.
No, I'm not.
Bye, to the bedroom. Oh, Paris.
No, I'm not. I'm not actually doing it.
Paris saw May, so now she wants May. Paris, she'll come back.
Do you see your room?
Yes, sweetie, come here. Oh, who's a good girl? And these girls, they don't have hernias. Hernias are so common in puppies that we've just made it a practice to always look for them.
You can make.
Yep, good.
You can make your own thing.
They can be like really, really tiny where the little bubble doesn't pop out for a little while. That happened to us once. On pickup day, we always do like a last check on pickup day, because they can pop up anywhere from like 3 weeks to 8 weeks, and so we'll kind of feel for them starting around 4 weeks or so, and occasionally we'll have one that shows up later at like 6 weeks or 7 weeks. But we had one puppy that on pickup day there was no hernia, and he had no hernia the whole time, and we were really happy because I think he was the only puppy in the litter to not have a hernia. And then literally the next day we get a picture and from his mom, and she was like, the bubble you were talking about checking for, is it this? And she sent a picture of a very obvious bubble on his belly button. I'm so disappointed. But it's not too big of a deal. They're usually they're usually on the smaller side. Not like an urgent thing that needs taking care of right away. Occasionally you will have one of those. In fact, I think, was it Audrey? We had a puppy that, where we had the vet look at it because it was like a medium-sized one, and we had the vet do a double check, and he said that it would be fine until she got spayed. And then when the family took her into their vet, they're like, I don't know about leaving it until then. And so occasionally you'll have those, but usually they're small enough that you can just give them a little bit of massage every time you pick them up, and you just kind of massage it back in. And over a couple of weeks, it'll start staying in, and you'll need to pop it in less and less. And over a couple of months, then it will just heal up that little hole. Once it's staying inside more, it allows the body to heal that hole finally. But sometimes it won't heal up. And so when you take them in for their spay or neuter, the vet can just throw a stitch in there and close it up for good. Woo! Myra, careful, sweetie. You want help? You want in, Mocha? Yeah. Yeah, she Yeah, you can put her in. Paris! No, Daisy, you're gonna wait. You never want to stay. I let you in and then you want out. Paris is coming to visit. This is Grandma. Grandma. Paris is, she embodies, like, everything we're aiming for when we breed. She is so calm. She doesn't know what galloping is or sprinting is. She doesn't know how to do that. She knows how to lightly jog. She's just like, she's never in a hurry for anything except to eat. She's in a hurry to eat, but even that's still kind of like stunted. Oh, Daisy. Excuse me. Bless you. Oh, now you're barking at me. Oh. What is it? Oh, bless you. I've never known somebody or an animal that can just sneeze on command.
She thought all the other dogs had to do it.
Yeah, I know. They all started copying her. There's Daisy. What's up, Daisy? No, you don't need to come in. It's too many grown-ups in here. No, you don't need to come in. You can wait your turn.
She's being so good. She wants you to pet her face.
Paris loves these eye scratches. It's between the eye scratches. I was theorizing that it's because, like, if you think about it, they can't scratch there. They can't scratch between their eyes. And you'll see them like take their paws and kind of go over their faces, but they can't get the spot between their eyes. How's that? You want more? You want more? Okay, I'll give you more. Daisy, you can wait your turn. You're a good girl, Paris. You got your doppelganger over here. You can wait. It's so funny to me how these two look so much like the only set of littermate sisters that we have.
Can I make an early dinner?
No, I don't care. It's Saturday.
I want.
Hush, Daisy.
Maybe I'll try one of the beef ones.
There you go.
Can I move this?
Yeah.
I think I can.
Hi, Daisy. What's up? No, Daisy, don't start barking. Don't shriek. Hush, Daisy. Shh. Daisy. Hush. No, Daisy. Daisy. Daisy never barks this much. I don't know why she's being. Oh, there you go.
I can't do it.
Feel free to spray her. She's looking over at you like, is she gonna spray me? She keeps side-eyeing you. It's funny 'cause she's not moving her head, but she's turning her eyes.
You not it. I will do it.
You're gonna get sprayed. I know, I gotta get you guys water. Don't worry, I will get you water. Oh, you want more pets, Karen? Oh, you're a good girl. Oopsie, she'll do it. You're a good girl, Daisy. Good girl. See, when I had my border collies, the spray bottle never worked because they love to play in it. And so if we sprayed them with water, they were just like, oh, sweet, you want to spray it again? And then they just learned that if they barked, they got to play with the spraying water. And so it just didn't work at all. And so it took a while to even remember that that was an option with the Cavaliers because it just never worked in my experience. And, but the Cavaliers really hate it. So the spray bottles are really awesome for behavior modification, especially for barking. If you have a cat, or if you have any breed really, it's just if you have a breed that likes water, it might not work as well for them. But the Cavaliers really don't like it, and so it's pretty effective at modifying behavior that you don't like. Funny, Daisy.
Daisy, I want to go and make my thing, but I
Here, just give it to me.
I don't care.
Hey, Soft Cookie, how are you?
Did you see that? She was trying to
Sorry, didn't mean to scare you guys.
she was trying to.
I'm listening. No.
What are you making, bro?
Paris, are you just moving in? She's like, I'm just gonna get comfy. Don't lay your head into the pellets, that's kind of gross.
Oh my god, why is this so heavy?
It's got cans. She's like, wait, is Mom leaving? I'm not moving in anymore.
She's got her ears pricked.
Paris is so sweet. She loves her mommy so much. She lives for May. You're a good doggy, you are. I would do anything for you so May doesn't lose you. She's always getting fur in her eyeballs, though. Why does that happen so much with you? Good girls. See, if you, Miss Belle here, you've got the white that comes down. Paris has got it right here. The only, like, big difference between their coat is Paris has this white splotch here, and she doesn't really have that. It's kind of like blended up at here. But they both have this band of white down here. Paris has it right there on the booty. You were a good girl. Good doggy. Hi, Tiddly. Hi, baby. Oopsies. Careful. Careful. Hi, oopsies. My baby.
Tastes much different.
Huh? yeah, she was comparing her markings to Diana Bell's, and she's like, okay, rub my belly while you're here.
Do you think it'll taste much different?
It doesn't. I tried. I've had both of them. She's like, but if you're gonna be sitting over here. There's like, she's so slow with everything she does. All the other dogs do that so much faster and with a lot more enthusiasm. And Paris, just everything is just slow and steady. Slow and steady. Aww. That's grandma and granddaughter. Oh, did you see her like do the little head bob? Oh.
got, is it like cans or a bottle?
What do you mean?
The Coke that we got.
Oh, it's cans. Hi, Tilly.
I'm gonna try it.
Hi, baby. Ferris is like, you're what? You're leaving? Oh, you got grandma's tail. I expect probably both of them, but Diana Belle is gonna have fur like Paris. Tinley's, at first I wasn't so sure, but her fur has really thickened up and has become a little wavier. And so I think her fur is going to be kind of in between like Myra's and Paris's. I don't think it's going to be as thin as Myra's is. You're so cute. You are so cute. Oh, Dad said it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, Dad was telling me I should try it, but since I haven't had soda in a while, I'd like to try it, but
I love these giant lamb chops. They're perfect for Cavalier
Did you
Puppies.
see that?
Yeah. Hi, baby. You're such a sweetheart. I'm gonna miss you guys so much. Aww. You guys are the most perfect puppies there ever was. Oh my goodness, you're so cute. I'm gonna miss you guys so much. I'm gonna miss you. We need to have more of these litters. You guys are incredible. It's because your grandma's Paris, that's why. Baby. Here's a good girl. Oh.
It smells like, I don't even know how to describe it. It smells like a mix of like different kinds of sodas. It smells kind of like cherry.
Oh, you guys are getting tired.
It smells like the water flavoring.
We got an itch, Paris. Gotta get that belly time on, huh? Myra, how did you get to the other side of the gate? Oh, I see. You're on this side. I thought you were stuck. Your ears have gotten so long. Oh my goodness. When did your ears get so long, Myra?
I don't know what I think of it.
Oh, I guess, Daisy, it's your turn now. Smack you in the face. There you go, Daisy Doodle. I know, Paris, you like the bed. Oh, you want the mama to come back? Oopsies. Alright, how about this, Myra? Oh. What, you don't want to be in here now? You've been barking and sneezing at me for like 15 minutes. Or is it you want to date with Hogan? You want to go see Hogan, don't you? Oh, that's what it is. Yep. You want to go on a date. Alright, let's bring Mama in so Mama can spend some time with the babies. Because the babies, I think they want some milk to go to sleep with. Paris, I think, just wants to stay put. You're getting kind of dreary-eyed, Paris. Why don't you help the babies to sleep, huh? they've got like a layer of brine. Hi, Vienna.
Look at that, Mom. I'm actually trying 2 things at once.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Robin, alright. Jesus. Robin's like, everybody else gets to see the puppies.
I like the chicken one more, but this one's also good.
Oh, good. Oh my goodness, Robin. She has that, like, that is her cry for puppies. She only makes that noise when she wants puppies. Here's our beautiful Robin. Robin's been super maternal lately. I wonder if she's going into heat. Oh, that's interesting, Paris. She's getting toasty. She is just moving in. Get some water for their dish.
I love how she just like folds her paws under her.
I know. Good girl, Miss Diana Bell. Hold on. There you go. Let's put this toy over. It serves as a little cushion. The water dish. Oopsies. Got Tilly's head.
2022. Dude. 22. I haven't gone there yet. I give this a 10. The slide's actually really fun on that one. Let me hold on to you. They're in that one. They're in 2530 summer. They're in the beach. Mommy, let's go to there. Alright. Temple's actually sit. Alright, the slide starts over here. The slide starts over here. Guys, the slide starts over here. Yeah. You need a lot of air time. Yeah. You need to stay on the. You need to stay close to the walls. If you have to do this. I give this a 15. Because I did this on first try. Bro, come on, we're going to another 2022. Hold on, wait for the owner. Bro, we're on this one now. We're on this one.
hello, Robin. I did. Is it okay for Robin to come out? Is it okay for Robin to come out? Ah. Who's a good girl, Robin dog? Good. You're a good mama dog. Ugh. Come here. Are you eating puppy poop? Are you eating the puppy poop? Oh, did you eat puppy poop? Good girl. Hi. Hi. Hi, puppers. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Come say hello. Come say hello. Yeah. Say hi, everybody. Hey, guys. Yes, such good puppies. You're such good puppies. Yes, you are. You're such good puppies. Hi. How are you? How are you? How are you? Hi. You good puppies. You are. Diana Bell. Come here. Diana Bell. Good girl. Diana Bell. Hi, Diana Bell. Are you hiding? Are you playing hide and seek? Hi. Hey. You're good puppies. Yes, you are. You guys are so funny. You guys are so funny. You win. Okay. Tug of war. Oh, hey. Good puppy. That's it. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. You sure are good puppies. Yes, you are. Aren't you? Are you good puppies? Yes, you are. I want to play with your feetsies. Yep, see? Play with your paws. I want to mess with your paws. Haha. Mess with your ears. Yep, mess with your ears. Look, I'm getting your tail. I'm getting your tail. And now I'm gonna get your ears. Yep, I got your ears. Uh-huh. And use your paws. I got your paws. Good girl. Good girl. Good girls. Yes. Good girls. Sit. Good girl. Good sit. Yeah. Good girl. That's a good girl. Oh, belly rubs, belly rubs, belly rubs. Good girl, Tinley. Good girl, Tinley. You like my boot. Do you like my boot? Good puppies. That's a good puppy. Yes. That's a good puppy. You're going to get each other. No. No. We're going to be nice. Yes. Good puppies. Good puppies. That's a good puppy. Yeah. Good girls. Good girls. Good girls. Good girl. Good girl, Diana Bell. Oh, good girl, Tilly. It's gonna make you sneeze. It's gonna make you sneeze. Achoo. Achoo, sneeze. You're so sweet. Yes, you're so cute. Get your booty. I got your booty. I got your tail. I got your tail, Diana Bell. Yep, I got your tail. No teeth. No teeth. Aye. No teeth. Put teeth in those toys. Yeah. Put toys in those teeth. Put toys in those teeth. Yeah. Good girl. You are quite a little roly-poly. Good puppy. Yeah. Pretty submissive. You're pretty submissive for a little pup. Yes, you are, though, Miss Tinley. Mhm. Yeah, belly rubs. Belly rubs. Happy puppy belly rubs. Happy puppy belly rubs. Happy puppy belly rubs. You're too funny, Tinley. Diana Butter. Diana Butter up here. You're a good girl. Yes, we're talking to you. Good girls. Good girls. you little puppies? Little puppies make some poopies? You little puppies make some poopies? Yes, I did. Yes, we did. Made some little poopies. You never eat a poopy. You never see the poopy. What are you doing, silly dog? What are you doing? Yeah, what are you doing? Oh, good girl. Diana Bell. Tinley, you're such a good girl. Why are you wiggling? Oh, wiggle, 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 wiggle. Good puppies.
Silly doggies. You wanna be dropped into the pen, Myra? See the babies. Oh, they want some loves. The babies want some loves. You want into Mocha?
Very good. That's correct. City of LA, Los Angeles. Do you know what that means? You want to go to Los Angeles?
Did you ask Bradley what he wants?
He said he doesn't want to eat.
What do you want to eat?
He said he wants to make something for himself later.
Oh.
Yeah, there's more and more people start to make food for air fryers. Silly puppies, silly puppies. Silly puppies, silly puppies. gave us 3.
Bro,
They gave us 3.
it was stuck in my hands. I mentioned Mocha bread. Oh, that's Dad, you can't say that. Dad, you can't say that.
I know, baby. I'm sorry.
I heard you say the S-H word.
Everybody loves the doggies, loves the doggies. Hold on, doggos. Oh, your sandwich is ready. Hey, are you hungry, Joe?
Yeah, but we're supposed to.
Don't play with no. What are you doing? Oh, careful.
That was close. Mom said that. Mom, can you open the gate?
of these days I need to just go over and order my glasses because every day that I wake up and put them on, I just want normal glasses that are overcomplicated.
Right, yeah. Is it really
I'm not gonna get them this way. I have had them like, we have had them for like 8 times. Who would you want to pass them? But I want to watch this. I love his pants is his shirt and mask that goes together. And so they kind of like that nice neutral tone. I told Bella that her dinner is ready, but she said she wants to play with her Jenga just a little bit longer. Just so that I can go. Not to be. Seriously, Mocha.
I can see her mouth open.
She loves it. I realize they can't scratch there. They can't touch it. They
Oh,
can't
yeah,
rub
it's
it.
like,
You know, you'll see them put it like this on the face of it. See, like, this makes it really fun.
Oh, that is a good one. Yeah.
Especially when I find a better spot, maybe Stacey's eyes are gonna win.
Oh my god. That's too funny. Okay, well. Now we're out. No. Bella! Come on, kiddo!
Bella, do you want orange mango or black raspberry?
What?
The drink, do you want orange mango or black raspberry?
Black raspberry. Can you open it for me?
Sure.
Gooey gooey.
It's a brown. No way.
dress is so darn cute on you. You look so adorable. You should wear that more.
What's that?
Why are you eating dinner alone?
Because Bella already ate hers. Oh, hey, I got something to show you. That was the guy that caused that wreck. The Tesla. Yeah, he was arrested and he's been in prison. Or he's not in prison, he's been in jail ever since. He was arrested on March 17th. So almost a month.
What's his name?
Russell Johnson.
Is the live muted?
Oh shoot.
Oh, yep, we're gonna mute for dinner, everybody, excuse us. Hey everybody, we are going to sign off for the evening because it's food time. So I hope you guys all had a great Saturday. Thank you so much for joining us today. Oh my goodness, yes. Say bye-bye everybody. Say we love you all. So have a wonderful evening, sleep well, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Good night, folks.